Hey everyone, I'm Vex. Welcome to the channel. Here you'll find quick and practical Excel tutorials designed to save you time and make your spreadsheets work smarter. Let's jump right in to today's tip. Ever tried to make a pivot table in Excel, but your report looks like this? Blank rows everywhere? It's one of the most common problems when you export data from accounting systems. If you don't fill those missing cells, your pivot table results will be wrong. In this video, I'll show you a super quick way to drag down and fill those blank cells so your data is clean, accurate, and ready for analysis. Okay, so now if we're looking here at our report, you'll see a couple of different blank rows and cells. First, you'll see that there's blank rows that go across the report that separates each of my data sets. And then there's blank cells in the document number column under each document number. Okay? So first, we want to get rid of those blank rows that are going across the report if we don't need them. Because we're creating one pivot table for all of this data, so we don't want to see those blank cells in there. That would screw up our data a little bit. So in order to do this, we're going to highlight one of the rows that have data all the way down, one of the columns that has data all the way down, and we're going to click on our filter button. Once we have our filter button, we can now click on that and you'll see that it has all of the data in that column. Okay, so now we can go back and unselect all and select the blanks only. Okay. And now you'll see that the data in the rows disappeared, but you can see the blank cells remain. And you could tell that these are your blank cells because they're highlighted in blue on the left side. So I've just highlighted the entire set of the rows that were blank. And I'm going to delete this in order to delete those blank rows. But don't delete this just yet, because if you delete it this way, you could possibly delete your data that is in the hidden cells. So the way that you want to do this is to first go to your Home tab above and go over to this little magnifying glass, find and select, and click on that, and then scroll down to Go to Special. Click on Go to Special, and here in this Go to Special box over on the bottom right side, you'll see Visible Cells Only. We want to click on that and click OK. So now you'll see that Excel has highlighted all of the blank rows that we have in this report and that we selected. So now, only thing you have to do is right click and go to Delete Rows. And it's only going to delete those rows that we've specified in the Visible Cells Only. So now that it's deleted those, you can see all the blue numbers are now gone. So we can click back up here and remove that filter. And now there's our data again. So we still have these blank cells that are under the document number, and we need to get rid of those as well. And we're going to put a formula in here and drag it down so that it populates all those. But you may have already tried this, and you know that if you put that formula there and drag it down, it's going to overwrite your other data set numbers in this column. So how do you do it without overwriting your data? Well, that's what I'm about to show you next. But before I do, if you're finding this helpful, go ahead and hit that like button so more people can discover these Excel tricks. And if you want more quick tips like this, make sure to subscribe. I post new tutorials every week. Okay, so how do you now do this? Well, similar to the way that we did the rows that went across, we're going to highlight the column, and then we're going to go back over to our little filter that is up here in our header. And it currently is filtered on column B, which we used before. So we want to remove that by clicking on it once, and then clicking again and clicking on this one so it highlights column A. Now we could click on this and you can see that it has all of our data in column A listed here. Now I am going to again unselect all, and I'm going to go down to blanks only and click OK. Now it's only showing me the blank cells from this column. And those blank cells were associated with data across. That's why we need to do this, so that we can pull that information into our pivot tables accurately. Okay, so how do you do it? We're going to come here in column A, row 3, and we're going to put our formula in. We're going to say equals A2. Why A2? Because we know in A2 above was our original document number for this data set. And once we click enter, you'll see that it brings in the data from column A, row 2, that is hidden. Now we want to drag that formula all the way down, but we still can't do it just yet. The way that we have to do it is we first have to copy this formula by doing Control-C, and then we scroll, highlight all of these blank cells all the way down until we get to the bottom of where our data is. So that's about row 131. And now we're going to go back to that little button at the top under Home, and then over here the Find and Select button. But instead of me showing you this way again, let me show you a quick trick. Instead of clicking that button, do Control-G to get the Go To prompt, and then Alt-S. And this will give you that Go To Special screen. And here, only thing we want to do now is click on Visible Cells Only again, and click OK. Now that you've got that, you'll see that Excel has highlighted all of the blank cells that were in column A. And we already have the formula here, so only thing we have to do now is do Control-V. And it's going to put that formula in all the way down our report. So that gives us the correct document number for each data set. And so now we can unfilter this column, and you can see that now you have all the data populated that you need to build your pivot table. And that's it. Now your reports are clean, your pivot tables will be accurate, and you can analyze your data without the headaches. If this tip saved you time, give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more quick Excel tutorials and other applications as well. Got a question or need another problem solved about Excel? Then drop me a comment below. I'd love to help. Thanks for watching. If you found this tutorial helpful, hit that like and subscribe button for more quick Excel tips.